All right, welcome back, guys. Last week, the Mustangs had a tremendous win against conference foe Panther Creek. The Mustangs were leading 20-0 at half, but the Catamounts came back really quickly, really strong in the second half, and before we knew it, we were down by 2 points, and we had a last-second field goal with 1.8 seconds left that actually Michael Rubino missed, but Panther Creek called a timeout to ice the kicker, which turned out to be a bad decision. When they came back from the timeout, Michael Rubino put it right through the upright, so the Mustangs won in great fashion, 23-21. So it was one of those games that really sparked a streak in the Mustangs, and hopefully we can see that carry on tonight. Let's go over to Nick Holliday here, who's back from the SAT. So, Nick.
Thanks, guys. Here to talk about Holly Springs. Right now they are 4-3 as their total record, but their conference record is 3-0. They've won the past 3 games against Fuquay, Athens, and Cary, and they won their out-of-conference game against Jordan. But their first 3 games are looking pretty bad. They were 0-3, but their win streak has been it's pretty significant. Their past 2 games against Athens, they won 48-12, and then Cary 48-14. So they're laying the boom the past 2 games, but hopefully we can beat them tonight.
Definitely. It's definitely one of those matchups in the SWAC. Middle Creek's undefeated in conference. So it'd be interesting to come out and see what happens here. For those viewers who may be wondering why I'm wearing a pink bandana, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Middle Creek coming out here having a pink out. Everybody's wearing pink. There's pink everywhere. The field's pink, or so I've been told. The end zones, MCHS is pink. Everything's pink. It's really what it comes down to. And, you know, one of those great causes we always talk about, Middle Creek getting involved in the community and, you know, always trying to just create a bigger role in a healthy environment for its students. And I think this is one of those that really warms the heart. Of course, my mom, being a breast cancer survivor as well herself, I mean, it's just it's nice seeing the school come out and support the cause.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things, like you were saying, the community comes together, and I see even a lot of parents coming in here with a lot of pink on. So it's not just the kids and the students and the faculty here at Middle Creek, but it's everybody in the community. So it's just one of those things that helps us become closer and more of a community.
Definitely. And just we're just so everybody knows what's going on pregame, we are having the 2nd annual Hall of Fame induction for the Middle Creek Mustangs. That's going to come up in a little bit when Mr. Cafone, our lead PA announcer, is ready to give that. So that will be coming up pregame. After that, we will head towards the actual kickoff to the game. It's about, I don't know, 65 degrees out. Pretty nice night for football. I have a feeling it's going to get pretty chilly at about halftime. I'm geared up. What about you guys?
I'm not. I've got shorts and short sleeve shirt on, so it's going to be a cold night, but hey, I'm used to it. I wear shorts out in the snow, so it's not one of those things that I'm really too worried about. The upper body gets cold, but that's about it.
You wear shorts in the snow? You are crazy.
Well, Nick, you're from the north. You know this stuff.
Yeah, I'm from the north, but man, it gets cold though. I'm not a cold. I get cold. All right. Sorry.
Us Southern boys are really good at that stuff.
All right. Back to the actual topic at hand. Brant Gristle, of course, been nursing an ankle injury, something to his lower leg.
Yeah, I believe it was a sprained ankle.
Has he bounced back from that?
It was kind of hard to tell. I mean, last week, the Mustangs in the first quarter, or the first half, were doing very, very well out there at Panther Creek. And second half is just, like, it's been a routine lately where the Mustangs don't come out strong. And I'm not really sure what's going on there. He looked fine in the first half, but we'll look out tonight to see how he does.
Definitely, and he's on definitely something we're going to watch. And as you said, falling behind in the second half has really been a trend these past 3 games for the Mustangs. I mean, we go up leading huge at halftime, and we come out and the other team just pounces on us, and that's something that I'm sure Castellano's looking to improve on. But it's one of those things that you can't define. You can't go out and practice coming out strong in the second half. And we're going to pass it over to Mr. Cafone to talk about
the Golden Hawks of Holly Springs
introduction to the Hall of
Fame. Middle Creek Mustangs. It's Hall of Fame night. Tonight we induct the 2nd class of Middle Creek Hall of Fame right after this. Be sure to purchase your tickets tonight for next Friday's homecoming grilled chicken cookout. Great grilled chicken plates will be served from 10:30 to 6:30 at the Middle Creek Baseball Park on Homecoming Day. That's next Friday. Tickets are being sold on the sidewalk leading up to the concession stand tonight. Get ready for an awesome week of homecoming events and purchase your grilled chicken cookout tickets tonight.
Awesome.
Are you ready? Yeah, they were that done. Fans, tonight is Middle Creek Athletics Hall of Fame night. We're pleased to have these 7 individuals here tonight to be inducted into the Mustang Hall of Fame class, year number 2. And now for the introductions. Our first inductee, Beth Ann Kleekamp. Beth Ann started for the Lady Mustang softball team at pitcher and first base all 4 years. She made all-conference 4 times, all-district 4 times, and all-state 3 times. Beth Ann set many records at Middle Creek that still stand today. She continued her education and softball career at UNCW. Welcome, Beth Ann Kleekamp. Our second inductee, Heather Robb. Heather was a 4-year starter at shortstop for the Lady Mustang softball team. She set several records while here at Middle Creek. Heather was all-conference 4 years, all-district 3 years, and all-state 2 years. She continued her education and softball career at UNC Greensboro, where she started for 4 years. Welcome, Heather Robb. Number 3, Sarah Cox. Sarah is a 2008 graduate who started in tennis and basketball. She won conference singles championships, regional singles championships, and was a state singles tournament semifinalist. She's also listed in the Middle Creek ladies basketball record book for many top 10 achievements, including captain and MVP her senior year. Sarah continued her education at UNC Chapel Hill and the UNC Pharmacy School. Welcome, Sarah Cox. Number 4, Tyler Wood. Tyler is a 2007 graduate who starred in baseball. He earned all-conference 2 years, was a Tri-A Conference Player of the Year in 2007, Team MVP in 2007, and played in the North Carolina East-West All-Star Game in 2007. Tyler holds pitching records at Middle Creek that stand today. Tyler continued his education and baseball career at UNC Pembroke, graduating in 2012. Welcome, Tyler Wood. Number 5, Garius Adams. Garius could not be here tonight due to basketball duties at the University of Miami. He's represented by his parents, Valerie and Gary Adams. Gary has played basketball for the Mustangs and holds several school records. He was All-Conference 3 times, Conference Player of the Year, and McDonald's All-American nominee. Gary has earned a full basketball scholarship to the University of Miami, where he is the 2013-2014 team captain. Welcome, Garius Adams. Number 6, Kip Kelly. Kip could not be here tonight, but is represented by his parents, Greg and Peg Kelly. Kip is a 2000 graduate who starred in basketball. He's the all-time leader in assists, three-pointers made, and free throw percentage. Kip was all-conference for 2 years. He continued his education and basketball career with a scholarship to Lander University and is in graduate school at the University of Kentucky. Welcome, Kip Kelly. And last but not least, John Williams. Mr. Williams was the founding principal of Middle Creek High School in 2002. During that time, he hired most of the Mustang coaches. His dedication to the students, coaches, and community have elevated Middle Creek into the first-class school that has become with excellence in athletics. His support for athletics has labeled him as the godfather of Middle Creek athletics. Welcome, John Williams. And finally, everyone, with us tonight is Rashawn King from our first class of Middle Creek Hall of Fame. He wants to thank all the support from his Mustang family and friends and can make the announcement tonight that he is cancer-free. Rashawn King! That is your Hall of Fame inductees.
And truly a amazing thing to know, Rashawn King being cancer-free right now. That is just amazing to know. But we're going to go down to, I'm sorry, no we're not. Going back to Rashawn King, of course, the Pray for Ray campaign in, I believe it was me and Tyler and I's freshman year, correct?
I think it was sophomore year. It might have been sophomore year also.
Sophomore year. Middle Creek just rallied behind him. I'm sure if you've watched the Sports Block in the past, you've definitely heard his name before. Just Pray for Ray campaign came out, raised so much money for his medical bills, and now cancer-free. That is just, it's heartwarming to know, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you always hope someone can pull through, and when you do finally pull through something of that extent, it's one of those things that you need to just recognize, and we're glad to do that on Cancer Awareness Night.
And we're going to pass it over to the band for the national anthem. And we're going to take a quick commercial break.
He one block, and he just drugs them all, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just drugs them all, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just drugs them all, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just drugs them all, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone. You're watching the Sports Blog. And we are back with the Sports Block. We got about 15 minutes until kickoff. And then we're going to go to Madison Jaggers down on the field to give us a sideline report.
Middle Creek has decided to dedicate this game to being all pink and a pink out, with the field being pink and the Creek Crazies and everyone else wearing pink. During the pregame, 7 people were nominated for the Hall of Fame, including our own number 3, Ray King, who's now cancer-free. This is Madison Jaggers, back to you.
Thanks, Madison. And yeah, as we were talking about earlier, the Pray for Ray campaign, absolutely amazing. Right now, we're just waiting on the Mustangs to come out of this tunnel here to their signature entry, I guess you would call it, with the smoke and music going on.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a big night for the Mustangs. Looks like we got the News 14 Carolina news camera down there, going to film them coming out of the smoke. So that should be pretty cool. That should hopefully that'll make it on Friday night football tonight. So maybe the Mustangs will get that entrance out there so everybody knows how awesome our entrance is.
We are number one. That's what I'm going to say.
Number one on the field, number one in the Mustangs' hearts. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
So Tyler, to kill some time here, we talked last time we had a home football game. You had to leave early, not help us set up to take the SAT. How did it go?
Well, I will say I am looking forward to going to Harvard tonight, or for my college. I believe I aced it with a 2400. It was easy peasy. I mean, it was one of those things that there was no, I just knocked it out. You could call me Muhammad Ali. I just knocked it out. And I mean, it's just one of those things that I was just so hyped for, and I did so well. And I think Nick had the same luck I did, so we'll pass it over to Nick, see what he thought about it.
You know, guys, I wasn't here to study for the SAT. Had to take it at Athens, and just like a Muhammad Ali reference, float like a butterfly, and I stung that test like a bee. All right?
All right, guys. We're going to take another quick commercial break. They're taking a little bit longer out of the tunnel than we thought. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
He one block,
and
he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
We're live. All right, welcome back to the Sports Block. Mustangs getting ready to go out of the tunnel here. Technical difficulties on my end, I guess.
Yeah, if we have technical difficulties tonight, we can all blame Will. He's new to this, so everybody blame him.
Let's not be too mean, guys. I mean, it's a Sports Block family.
We're all one big family, don't forget that.
But we're all brothers, so we pick on each other.
Oh, that's true.
That's very true. And certainly taking their time in the tunnel here. Got to get the entrance right.
Absolutely. You got to get the smoke going, everything. Got to get the entrance song. That's one of the big things with all sports really is the entrance song, because that really sets the tone for the rest of the game. So they got to get that right. If they don't get that right, then who knows what the Mustangs will come out like.
Yeah, and I was talking pregame last week about the terribly inappropriate rap songs we get to play pregame to hype the Mustangs up. And I thought there has to be a way to hype up our Mustangs other than playing rap music. And no, I talked to some football players, and I mean, they need that rap music to get turned up. And I mean, same thing goes for this intro. I feel like if we skip the intro, we'd just be boring on the field. So definitely need it. Although, of course, I'm perfectly okay with not playing rap music. I could go without hearing that.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like the Mustang captains have come out on the field, and tonight our captains, number 38, Thomas Hartshorn, who is a senior linebacker for us, number 55, Rashid Farrell, who is a senior lineman, and we have number 33, Michael Rubino, who I believe is a junior kicker, and who hit the game-winning field goal last week at Panther Creek, and we have number 11, Deontay McDonald, who is another captain for the Mustangs. So these guys will be representing us at the coin toss, and hopefully we can get this game underway pretty soon.
I believe I asked it last game. I'll ask it again. Do we want to receive, or do we want to kick it off?
I believe the Mustangs want to kick it off because you always want to get the ball in the second half. That's just one of those things that you can get the momentum going in the first half, and you get it if you can have the ball in the second half. If you receive it then you get the momentum. You continue the momentum and set the tempo for the second half. So it's one of those things that you want to get. You want to get that ball in the second half to set that tempo and force the other team to be.
Well, let me ask you this, because we're talking about Mustangs slump in the second halves of their last 3 football games, and I do believe they had opted to kick off in the first quarter, and we're receiving the ball in the second half. Do you really think that that's going to play a factor? Should we try and get as many points on the board first half?
Well, I mean, you always want to try and get as many points as you can in the first half. Everybody, I mean, it's like being the home team in baseball. Same concept. You go out there, you got to shut them down, and then you get in the dugout and you get runs. Just like out in football, you got to play good defense, get a 3 and out, or just stop them, and then you get you let them come out. So the Mustangs are coming out of the tunnel now. So let's.
And that is our Middle Creek Mustangs coming out of the tunnel. I'll tell you what, I got very pumped up. We got Enter Sandman playing as they walk through, and I was playing some mean air electric guitar, and they're getting ready to run through our traditional banner. I don't know who paints those, but I feel like it would probably take a long time, and for that we thank you. Yeah,
the cheerleaders spend a whole practice painting that and coming up with the slogan that goes on there, or the I guess the theme for the night, and they go out on Twitter and ask everyone to submit suggestions, and so it looks like Go Pink or Go Home won this week's nomination.
I agree. I like that one. I like it.
Yeah, we ordered, everybody at the school got the chance to order a pink out t-shirt, and on the back it says Go Pink or Go Home, so I guess that's where that came from.
Yeah, I'm wearing a pin right now on my sweatpants leg that says Go Pink or Go Home as well. That's thanks to one of our camera people, Melanie Jarvis. Just throwing that one out there.
Thomas Hartshorn. Number 33, Michael Rubino. Number 11, Deontay McDonald. And number 55, Rashid Farrell.
And they're getting ready for the coin toss here. And out come the Holly Springs Hawks. They're getting some boos from the Mustangs.
Why do you think that?
They are the opposing team.
Oh, good point.
And I will point out, though, that the boos, that's not bad blood. It's just pure competitiveness around the SWAC. And I believe Mustangs, they have won the coin toss, and as you might have heard Mr. Cafone, they have opted to kick off, and they will receive in the second half. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds until kickoff here.
Friday Night Live, starring your Middle Creek Mustangs. Also starring the Middle Creek Mustang cheerleaders. Also starring your Creek Crazies. With musical guests, the Middle Creek Marching Mustang Band. Our guests tonight are the Golden Hawks of Holly Springs. Welcome into the stadium, your Middle Creek Mustangs.
And kickoff getting ready to get underway here. Middle Creek Mustangs doing their I Believe That We Will Win chant. Pretty much a tradition. We have a lot of traditions here at Middle Creek, that being one of them. Rubino getting ready to kick it off to the Holly Springs Hawks. As mentioned numerous times, Rubino's got a cannon of a leg. I don't know if you can have a cannon of a leg, but he has a ginormous leg.
Yeah, Rubino's done a good job so far this year of pinning the opponent deep in their own territory on their on the first kickoff of the game. So we'll see, and hopefully he can do it again this time and make the Golden Hawks start deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and a majority of his kicks have been touchbacks. I think there's only been 2 balls where the opposing team has been able to run it back. And it's an onside kick by the Mustangs,
and we
they're
got
gonna
it.
recover. What in the world? That is an amazing first play called by Coach Castellano.
Now, Will, going back to what we were saying before the game, you said something about the Mustangs maybe want to change it up and go for the receive the ball the first half. So what do you have to say about that now?
I'm wrong, whatever. Coach Castellano loves those onside kicks. His first play call as the head coach at Middle Creek last year was an onside kick, and the first kick of this game is also an onside kick, so we'll see what the Mustangs can do with that. It's going to be a play-action pass, throw over to number 11. He's going to take it, run it up the middle, and he's going to be tackled maybe a yard short of a first down.
That was Dante McDonald, and he's really proven himself to be one of the better receivers now that we've had so many injuries with Curtis being out and so many other people being out. So he's a real game factor.
And, Nick, I feel obligated to point out that he was in my Foods 1 class.
Oh, really?
And Gristle back to pass under pressure. Going to throw it towards the sideline. That's going to be caught.
That was Deontay McDonald again on the far left sideline right in front of the Holly Springs bench. That was a good play of him coming back, recognizing the defense, seeing Brandt struggling to get out of the pocket. And Brandt, that was a good job of finding the receiver out there.
And they're going to actually hand it off this time. He's going to turn it up the sideline. Going to get a good juke on the defenders. And that's going to be, I believe, a yard short of a first down. No, that it is a first down, so a nice 10-yard run by Elijah Perry.
Yeah, the Mustangs are in the red zone now. Just not even a minute into the game, so we'll see. Hopefully they can punch it in and get back out on get their offense on the sideline, give them a rest, and get the defense out there.
And going to be a passing play, throw over, and that's going to be caught for no gain, if any.
That was Deontay McDonald again. So all 3 pass completions have been to Deontay McDonald. So we look for him to be a factor in this game. Oh, we got a offsides there. Just a little bit, I believe, but I'm not quite sure. We'll wait for the refs' call here. And it was. So the Mustangs will move 5 yards up. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Gristle back to pass, thrown to the end zone, and going to go just out of reach of his receiver. I believe that was Deontay McDonald once again.
Pass intended for Cuneo Ford is incomplete, bringing up 3rd down.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs. And play action pass throw over. It's going to be caught.
Deontay McDonald in for the touchdown.
And that is going to put the Mustangs up 6-0 here early in the first quarter. And that's coming off of course, the onside kick executed perfectly by the Mustang special team. So Chris Huey's going to come on and for the point after attempt.
On the hold of Isaiah Herring.
Kick is up, and it is good. That's going to put the Mustangs up 7-0. Some early momentum here against the Holly Springs Hawks.
All right, Nick, I got a question for you.
What's that?
All right, so we saw the onside kick, first kick. What do you think Coach Castellano is going to do now? Do you believe he's going to onside kick it again, maybe try and catch him off guard?
No, but he's not going to do an onside kick, but he is definitely going to do another one sometime in the game. I heard that last week at Panther Creek there was like 4 onside kicks, and we got 1 or 2 of them out of those 4. So it's definitely something different, but it's working for us, and I like it.
Yeah, speaking of last week, I believe they had 3 onside kick attempts. 1 of them was successful. That was the second one. And they also had a fake punt attempt, I believe.
Yeah, that fake punt attempt didn't really work out for the Mustangs. Michael Rubino actually passed the ball, but it was knocked down. But I also think it's important to point out that I believe at least 2 of the 3 onside kicks were back-to-back kickoffs. So who knows? We might be seeing that onside kick here, but I believe Holly Springs front line here is going to be expecting that. So we'll see what Coach Castellano and the special teams has in for us.
And the kick is up. That's going to be a line drive on the 1-yard line. That's going to be bobbled and then kneeled in the end zone for a touchback.
The Hawks caught a lucky break there. I believe that the Mustangs were coming in on him, and if he had picked that up, he might have been stopped within the 10-yard line there. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? We won't live to see that. So
we're not going to live to see it. Help, there's a murderer in the press box.
you know what I meant here. Come on, guys. Remember, we're brothers here. We're
Hey,
nice.
guys, come
We're
on,
nice.
guys.
All right, so first down for the Hawks on their own 20-yard line. First play is going to be a run up the middle, gain of about 2 yards.
Stanton on the carry. Picks up about 2 yards.
So like we were talking about earlier, our defense really comes to play in the first half, but in the second half, it seems like they don't play as well as they did in the first. What do you think that has to do?
I don't know if it's a loss of momentum by going into the locker room, or I really don't know. It just seems that the plays they executed good in the first half don't work. And here's the option: they're going to pitch it.
He's drugged down. Looks like there's a
collar.
flag. Looks like it might be a horse collar, like Nick said, but we'll see what happens here with the ref. And
We know him.
yeah, King Kiyaku is actually in our Sports and Entertainment Marketing 2 class.
Are you aware that he was also in Nick Holliday's math class?
He was in my Miss Dwiggins class last year. Great class.
So waiting to see what the penalty is here.
Got a personal foul, horse collar. So that indeed was a horse collar foul. And for those of you listeners who don't know what a horse collar is, horse collar tackle, that is when the defense grabs the ball carrier by his shoulder, by the back of his shoulder pads, and drags him down. That is now illegal, and so that's a personal foul penalty, which I believe is 15 yards. So the Hawks will have first down. It's like a jet sweep around the left side. We got a holding call.
And that play started at the 35-yard line. I believe after this penalty, they will be backed up to the 30-yard line with that hold. I believe that would be repeat first down.
So it looks like it'll be first down and 15 for the Hawks from their own 30-yard line.
Here's a snap. Going to run the option again. They're going to pitch it. Number 9, he's going to try and cut up the sideline, and he's going to be tackled still behind the 35-yard line.
That was great defense by the Mustangs, forcing that guy to go out and keep sliding down the line of scrimmage, and then finally when he runs out of room, he's got to cut back in, and there's a stampede of Mustangs there. So that was a good job by Matt Marino on the outside, just forcing him back in and getting the assist there on the tackle.
Here's a snap, inside handoff. Not going to get anywhere. He's going to be tackled, and they're going to bring up 3rd and 10, I believe.
Stanton on the carry. Tackled by Anthony Mitchell, bringing up 3rd and 10.
So first, 3rd down. The Mustangs need to defend here in this ball game. We'll see how they respond. Going to be a passing play. 18 throws it up. He's got a receiver, overthrows him, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10.
That pass was thrown by Will Fortsill, Holly Springs' starting quarterback.
So the Mustangs prevail on that third down stand. So we'll hopefully see a trend from the Mustangs defense throughout the whole game. Hopefully or tonight. We'll see how they can respond. And we got Jay Schuler deep to return.
Of course, the Mustangs known for their block punting. We'll see if they can get one here. They're sending everybody, it looks like.
So far this year, they have 9 block punts. So we hope to see 10 here.
Wow, they just sent everybody, and that's
a terrible kick there. And it took a Golden Hawks bounce.
So that one's going to be spotted at around the Mustangs 37-yard line. That's pretty good field position, considering. We'll see what Gristle and the offense can get going here on this drive.
Not as good field position as last time, but it's still pretty good. Pretty good field position there.
I don't think anyone's complaining.
Oh no, I'm not. Nick, are you complaining about it?
Nope.
All right, first play for the Mustangs is going to be a passing play, looking over to the sideline, and it's going to be a slant caught by Jay Schuler, and he's going to run that one up for a 15-yard gain. Going to be spotted at the 50-yard line.
So we see that Mustangs hurry up offense here, getting up to the ball really quickly, hopefully getting a snap down, get the Holly Springs defense off guard, and get a big gain.
And it's going to be a handoff to Elijah Perry. He's going to cut, not going to get anywhere. That's going to be a loss of a yard or two. So 2nd and 12, and they're going to get the Holly Springs Hawks to jump off sides there. That's going to give the Mustangs 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that's one of those things with the hurry up offense. The defense gets so used to that one snap count or one snap cadence, and so when they do pull that freeze play, that really gets them most of the time.
And just out of reach of Jay Schuler, got a hand on it, couldn't reel it in. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Here's the 3rd down, looking to throw over the middle. That's going to be caught by Jay Schuler. There is a flag down on the field, but he's going to get tackled at the Holly Springs Hawks 30-yard line.
Looks like it might be a pass interference play. We'll go to the ref to see what it is. So the ineligible receiver downfield for the Mustangs will take away that gain, and I believe it will still be 3rd down.
Even though there was a flag on that play and we didn't get the 1st down, but we still caught the ball, Brant, it seems tonight he's thrown the ball into really a lot of coverage, and he's come away with He's come away with all completion so far. So I think his confidence has really been boosting the past couple of games, which is really great to see.
Yeah, definitely. If you remember back to our last home game, I was getting pretty critical about Brant. He was just not performing the way he normally does, and I think he's kind of gotten back into the groove of what we expect. Scrambling, almost intercepted by the Holly Springs Hawks, bounced around a little bit, but nobody's going to come down with it. That's going to bring up 4th and 12.
Yeah, I've been watching Grant's ankle so far because, if you remember, we discussed that earlier in the ball game before it started, about how Brant's ankle was doing this week, and so far it looks like it's doing all right. So we look to keep an eye on that just to see how he does progress on that ankle.
And they're not even going to try and rush the punter, and that's going to be caught, not fair caught, just going to be caught at the 20-yard line.
That was a nice kick, but I mean, even though the Holly Springs defense ran away, we might possibly could have got a few yards there, possibly the 1st down. So we'll keep an eye on and look out for that fake punt that we saw against Panther Creek.
Holly Springs on their own 19. First play is going to be a handoff to the running back up the sideline. He's going to get about 10 for the first down.
We'll go to Nick Holliday here with a few sponsor announcements. Nick.
The Stampede Club would like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, Ruckus Pizza, located in Cary's new Tryon Woods Shopping Center. Visit them online at ruckuspizza.com.
I love Ruckus Pizza.
And the coaches show is there every Tuesday night.
Option fumble.
And the Mustangs got a little bit of a lucky break there as they were fumbling around with that ball for a few seconds, allowed the Mustangs to advance on them.
Yeah, that was a bad pitch by the quarterback there. Just threw it completely behind the receiver coming around on the jet sweep option there. Just looked like he just took his eye off of his target there.
And that's going to bring up 2nd and 20, so a loss of 10 on that play. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Little screen pass.
And they're going to push him out of bound. Minimal gain, maybe 7 or 8 yards.
Knocked out of bounds by Matt Marino.
So that will bring up 3rd and I believe 13 for the Golden Hawks.
Brings up a 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 is the official ruling on the field. Going to have to pass it here, I imagine. And he's under duress, steps up and throws, and he's got an open receiver over the middle of the field. He's going to shake off Mustang defender. We have one last chance, and we are not going to be able to get him in time, and that's going to be a Holly Springs Hawks first touchdown. They draw some blood here in the first quarter, and pending the extra point, it's going to be 7-7. Nice throw by the Holly Springs quarterback. He was under tons of pressure and was able to find a receiver. Looked like maybe a tough tackle for our defender, and once they broke him, it was just a run to the end zone.
Yeah, I'll give the quarterback I'll give him kudos because he saw the pocket collapsing and he moved up and threw a bullet.
And the point after attempt is going to be up and good, and that's going to tie it at 7-7. Going to see how the Mustangs respond here.
We'll go back to Nick here with a multitude of words from our sponsors.
Jersey Mike's of Cary is a proud sponsor of the Mustangs. Over the years, Jersey Mike's has a tradition of quality and commitment to making the best sub sandwich in the industry. Visit one of our 4 Jersey Mike locations in Cary and try a fresh slice or a fresh grilled sandwich today.
Tickets being sold on the sidewalk leading up to the concession stand tonight. Get ready for an awesome week of homecoming events. Purchase your grilled chicken.
So throughout the night, we will have a lot of those sponsors, and those sponsors do help bring money into the athletic program here at the school and help to support our athletes. So we thank them profusely for all their support and their time and donations for our athletic programs.
Yes, we certainly do, and got to give a shout out to the Stampede Club from the Sports Block helping us get headsets. Those have been amazing. They've really, I think, improved the quality of the show, the ease of the show, and I don't have petty tisking in my ear anymore, which is probably the best part of getting the headsets. So again, big shout out to the Stampede Club, and we're getting ready to kick it off here. Line drive kick, going to be a flag though. Whistle's going to blow it dead.
Looks like it's offsides on the Holly Springs Hawks.
So that's going to back the Hawks up. I'm not sure how many yards.
I believe it's 5 yards. So they'll kick it off from the 35 instead of the 40.
Never seen that before, come to think of it, the kicking team going offsides.
Yeah, it's one of those flags where the defenders cannot cross the, well, in this case it would be the 35. They cannot cross the 35-yard line until the kicker has touched the ball with his foot as he kicks it off. So I believe one of the defenders crossed the line before the kicker had kicked it.
This one looked clean, and it's going to give the Mustangs a chance to run it here. And he's going to run up the sideline. He's got some more yardage.
Keep going.
Terrence
And he's going to get tackled at around the 48-yard line. That's Terrence White with a tremendously good kick return. We haven't seen many of those this year simply because there haven't been many attempts, but he gets the ball and makes something happen. That's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line. Some excellent field position for the Mustangs.
Yeah, there's a 39-yard kick return for Terrence, who is one of our star defensive backs on this Mustangs defense.
And if you take a look over at the Creek Crazies holding up the signs for breast cancer awareness, Creek Crazies love to do cool things like that, and certainly for a good cause.
For those of you who can't tell, breast cancer awareness is their little logo is a ribbon, a pink ribbon, and so that is what the Creek Crazies are holding up and designing, is that pink ribbon.
So 2nd and 10 on the field here. Gristle back to pass over to number 17. He's going to make some moves and cut up the middle. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
Depending on the spot, we'll see if the Mustangs do in fact get this first down. It looks like it might be close. We'll see what the umpire has to say.
And they will in fact spot it short here, I believe.
Timeout for a measurement.
Looks like they'll call timeout for a measurement just to make sure that spot is correct, because this spot could be a potential game changer here. So we'll see what the chains have to say.
It will certainly be a close one. So while we're waiting for this to go underway, I will ask both of you the question: if there's a fantasy football draft for our Middle Creek Mustangs, who's your first pick?
Nick, I'll let you go on this one.
First pick is Curtis Hurt. Will. It's Curtis Hurt in the draft.
Curtis is not hurt in the draft.
Maybe Curtis.
All right, and before you answer, that one is going to be spotted short, so bring up 3rd and 1st. Tyler, who's your first pick?
I think I might have to go with Elijah Perry here at running back. He's really solid, and he's really quick and speedy. So.
And there's going to be a flag offsides on the Mustangs, I believe. And to answer my own question, y'all missed the easy one. I'm taking the Middle Creek Mustangs special teams. You know how many block punts they have? That has to be tons of points.
Well, in a draft, you only have one player that you can draft per round.
Drafted the entire special teams unit. I made it happen.
Well, that's cheating, I believe. And Nick, do you agree that's cheating?
Yeah, that's cheating. That's frowned upon.
And they almost got the Hawks to jump off sides here. And they're going to hand it off for this last little bit of yardage. He finds a hole, and he's going to cut up the sideline.
There he goes.
And he's going to be tackled just shy of the 20-yard line. A very nice run by Elijah Perry. And I guess that was a good draft pick.
That confirms my first draft pick there, my first-round draft pick. So, Nick, looks like my pick was justified there.
Well, my pick can't be justified yet. He's hurt.
All right, that's fair enough. It looked like it might have been a horse collar towards the end of that play. No call on the field, though. And Mustangs getting close to that red zone.
Josh Drake up the middle. Looks like no gain on the play.
Second down.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs as the clock winds down at 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
Gristle looking to pass, has an open receiver. That's going to be off the hands of number 17. Good coverage by the Hawks. Actually, I'll play by the rules for this fantasy draft. My first-round pick is Keon Smith.
Quality pick.
Thank you, Nick. Gristle back to pass. Gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. Still caught, though. And that's going to be enough for a Middle Creek first down.
That's Dante McDonald again. He's been one of Brant's really reliable targets so far in this game. I believe he's got 5 completions, and he's done very, very well so far. He's probably got close to 75, 80 yards in the air.
There's going to be a handoff. He's going to run around the right side, not going to get anywhere before tackled out of bounds.
It's like a loss.
Loss of about 2 yards, yeah.
See what the Mustangs play call is now as they are, as it is 2nd and goal here from the 12-yard line. We'll see what Coach Castellano has called.
And fakes a handoff, throws over to Jay Schuler over the middle, and he's going to be tackled for a touchdown. An amazing play, an amazing throw by Gristle. I didn't think Schuler was going to come down with it, but in fact he did, and that's going to put the Mustangs up 14-7 pending the extra point.
Jay Schuler has done a great job this year for the Mustangs. He's made some great catches for us, and some of those catches that you're thinking, oh man, that's going to be dropped, but somehow Jay just comes up with it, and he's a great asset to this receiving core here.
Yeah, definitely, and we talked about it earlier how Jay was forced to step up with the injured Curtis Bernston out. And not only has he stepped up, but of course Deontay McDonald has taken a place in this Mustangs offense as well. The running game also, we lost both of our senior running backs last year, and out of the woodworks comes Elijah Perry, and we have a pretty dynamic offense.
Absolutely. You got that. You actually have 2 running backs that are very solid. You have Elijah Perry, who was, if I do say so, it was my first-round draft pick in the fantasy draft for us. And then you have Josh Drake, who is a freshman from Westlake Middle School who is out here starting for the varsity team, and he's played a major role in the Mustangs' success in the running game so far.
Quick SWAC score update. Fuquay 7, Panther Creek 7. Fuquay 7, Panther Creek 3, excuse me.
And we'll keep an eye on all games around the SWAC and report on what we find. Of course, you can follow some of the SWAC Twitter accounts yourself, but we will also be reading them out on the show.
Courtesy of Mr. Nick Holliday here.
Thank you.
And here's the kick. Gonna be let go for the touchback. So guys, let me ask you about the UNC football game that we watched last night.
Well, I don't know. There's not much to say about it. Although I will say, the Hurricanes did not show me what I believe they're ranked number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10 in the nation. They did not show me a 10th ranked team. Just like when Clemson played NC State played them very, very well. And they just have those games where they don't show me that nationally ranked team. And they almost got beat last night, but they prevailed.
And that was a run by Holly Springs for a gain of 4 or 5.
Nick, what did you think of the game last night?
I didn't watch the game last night, guys. Sorry.
All right, can we kick him out of here?
Please, Petty.
Hey, but Louisville plays tonight at 8 against Central Florida.
Oh yeah, Central Florida. What are they ranked? Number 5, right? Handoff. No, it's going to be a fake. Quarterback's going to hold on to it. Not going to get anywhere though.
On the keeper, tackled by Thomas Harshore. 3rd down.
3rd and 6 here. We'll see if the Hawks can convert on 3rd down.
The Creek Crazies are getting really rowdy here, so they are liable to play a major effect and have a major effect in this play here with the noise level.
Yeah, you know, I talked to Jacob Pearl to see if he noticed the noise on the field, and he said, yeah, I mean, if you really pay attention, you can hear it. And Holly Springs is going to run for a 1st down here and then some. He said if you pay attention, you can hear it, but he said him and all the other players are able to kind of tune it out and get into their, I guess, battle trance when they're on the field. I don't know if that holds true for the offense, but just something to consider when you consider the noise from the Creek Crazies.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Hawks at their own 39-yard line.
And they're going to run it up the middle, gain of about 5. And I can already tell just the pace that this game has been going that this is going to be a down-to-the-wire game.
Absolutely. So far, it looks like it might be a high-scoring game here. So we look forward to seeing how the defenses can compete here out on the field, because the offenses here are doing a very good job of moving the ball downfield.
And they're going to run the option here. Quarterback's going to hold on to it. He's going to get a first down and another 8 yards. They're going to spot it at around the 44-yard line, the Mustangs' 44-yard line.
That was just a good play call by the Golden Hawks there. They got the Mustangs only have one defender out there, and when you have that one defender and when it's 2-on-1, you really have any option there. You can either throw the ball or pitch it to your running back, or you can, like the quarterback did, keep it.
And they're going to hand it off to the running back here, trying to cut up the sideline. And he's going to be tackled out of bounds, gain of about a yard, if any. And coming up after the first quarter, we're going to have tennis star. He's kind of a big deal. Nick Stakoviak, number 4 in the nation, number 1 in the state. He's going to be receiving his state championship ring. That was a fumble by Holly Springs, quickly recovered by the Hawks, though. That's going to bring up third down.
Looks like we will see that third down play in the second quarter as Nick Stakoviak comes out to receive his state championship ring.
Tonight, folks, we honor one of our own, the 2013 state 4A tennis champion. That's Nick Stakoviak.
Oh, God.
Stakoviak, sorry.
We had a little name butcher over here.
23-0 and a doubles record of 11-0. He was the 2013 winner of the Tri-Non-Conference Tournament, 4A Eastern Regionals, 4A Individual State Championship. Nick was named to the All-Conference, All-Region, and All-State teams. Nick won the High School Tennis Player of the Year from Middle Creek, the Tri-Non-Conference, and from the Raleigh News and Observer. A great story about Nick's feelings for the Middle Creek are summed up here. The first 2 rounds of the Tri-Non tournament conflicted with a big national tournament final round. When Nick was asked by a reporter why he chose the Tri-9 tournament, Nick responded, "I've got to represent my school. I feel like it's a job I should do because I go to the school to make the team the best that I can." Nick is accompanied by his state champion coach, Rhonda Blanchard, who is also receiving her state championship ring. Congrats to Nick and Coach Blanchard. Nick Stakoviak, state champion.
And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the second quarter. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block,
Oh!
and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
And we are back. A quick inter-quarter timeout, I guess. And the Holly Springs immediately looking to pass over to the sideline. That's going to be caught for the first down. That's going to put the Mustangs at the Holly Springs Hawks at around the 33-yard line.
The Hawks, they've definitely converted on 3rd and down. First 2 downs are not, they get decent yards, but when they're on 3rd and long, they do really, really good, which we need to improve on that.
Yeah, that was a crucial 3rd down there for the Hawks, hoping to drive in and get some more points here.
And an inside handoff, not going to go anywhere. Gain of a yard, if any.
Matt Marino brings up 2nd down.
And Holly Springs getting ready to find out what their play call is.
believe it's taken longer than the coach expected and wanted that to take, so we'll see if they get the play right.
7 minutes left on the play clock, or 5 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to hand it off up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's going to run for a gain of 8 or 9 yards.
Should be close to a first down. We'll see where the ball is spotted.
And we're going to go down to Madison Jaggers for a sideline report.
Energy is high in the stadium as Middle Creek takes on Holly Springs. Middle Creek's game started with an onside kick that they were able to recover. Mustangs have 14 points on the board while Holly Springs has 7. Coach telling them to do their jobs and keep squeezing. After the first, Nick was awarded his ring, his state championship ring for track. This is Madison Jaggers, back to you.
Thanks, Madison. And with this measurement of the yardage, we're going to go for a quick timeout. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block.
And we're back with third and first. They're going to run a hurry-up offense and run it up the middle. I believe they're going to get the first down here. It's going to be spotted at Middle Creek's 20-yard line.
So the Hawks continue to drive deep into the Mustangs territory, and hopefully the Mustangs defense can respond here. You got a jet sweep around the left side. Looks like about a gain of 4 or 5 yards there.
Tackled by Luke Gray. Second down.
Holly Springs definitely likes to run a sweep or counter play when they run the ball, but our defense does a good job of moving over and getting a tackle.
High snap, going to hand it off up the middle, going nowhere though. 3rd and 6 for the Hawks.
That was good penetration by the Mustangs defensive line and their linebackers. They filled those gaps that the offensive line for the Hawks created, and that play went nowhere.
And I believe there's a timeout on the field.
The play clock was started early, so they just reset it.
3rd and 6, ball on the 17-yard line. Holly Springs needs to convert. And
it's going to be a sack. There we go. It was a long pause there, but we weren't quite sure. We didn't want to jinx it there. And that was our fellow classmate, King Kiaku. So a little shout out to him.
Yeah, a little shout out to Bing.
He hates when we call him that, so we like to do it on the air when he can't really hear us.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I'm sure he'll come up to us. And
anyway, back to the game. 4th and 10, they're going for it. Mustangs defense needs to make a stop here. And here's the snap, looking to throw. Up in the air, in the end zone.
Intercepted.
And that pick was by Terrence White. A nice stop by Mustangs defense, and they're going to take over at the 20-yard line.
We have someone doing stats. Okay. Elijah Perry up the middle.
And that's a face mask if I ever saw one.
Well, the ones who count. didn't see it. So looks like
You saw it though, right?
I did see it. But the ones that really can make the call and really count to see it didn't see it. So
that's a good way to put it. 2nd and 10, ball in 20. Here's the snap. Gristle looking to pass.
Ooh,
Up the sideline, got a wide open receiver, number 11. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at around the 50-yard line. Had that pass been a little bit in his stride, he was gone for a touchdown. Holly Springs got lucky there.
That was a beautiful little hitch and go there. Just go out like you're coming back for the screen, then you just take off down the field, and the defender was 2-3 yards back behind him. But like you said, if he had hit him in stride, he would have been off to the end zone.
Nonetheless, 1st and 10, ball in the 48, Gristle to number 82. And he's got room to run, got a block, and he's going to be down the sideline and tackled at the 15-yard line. Another beautiful passing play by the Mustangs, and now they're in the red zone already after 2 or 3 plays.
Yeah, that was Matt Schmidt there on the reception, the screen reception. The blockers did a really good job of getting out there, giving them a little lane to run up and down to the 15.
Let's see what the Mustangs do here in the red zone. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Elijah Perry spin move, gain of about a yard or 2.
Looks like the ball was on the ground, and the Mustangs recovered it back, so it will be 2nd and 5.
And it looks like there's an injured Mustang on the field. Is that the center? There's going to be a timeout on the field, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute thrill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute thrill into the back of the end zone.
And we are back with the Sports Block. Injured player on the field was number 55, Rasheed Farrell, under center. Nathan Woodward's going to come in and replace him. Didn't look too serious. He was able to walk off under his own power. Didn't seem to be in any substantial amount of pain. So 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. They are on the 11-yard line. And a quick throw over to number 4, and that's a
incomplete pass, which that's probably a good thing for the Mustangs, because that would have been a major loss there.
Oh yeah, that defender had to drop on our receiver almost immediately.
Looks like Elijah Perry was shaken up a little bit on the plays. He'll come off. He'll be replaced by Josh Drake.
So 3rd and 5. Ball remains on the 11-yard line. Schuler in motion.
Looks like offsides.
On the defense, I believe, judging by people's reactions.
And it will be. So it'll be 3rd and inches for the Mustangs.
What do you guys think? Run or pass?
Pass. Over the middle. That's got to be pass interference.
Oh, that was, wow. Not really sure what the ref saw there.
Or didn't see.
Yeah, because there was pass interference there all day long.
And if I know Castellano, I know he's going for it, and sure enough, he is.
So let's see what the Mustangs decide to do here, if they run it or do a little screen pass. We'll see.
4th and 1. And they're going to hand it off, and he's going to get the first down. And
And
maybe
more,
even
it might even be in. Nope, they're marking him short, just short of the touchdown.
Oh, man. I mean, we'll take it.
Absolutely, we will take that. There's no reason we would not take that. And
so the Mustangs get a fresh set of downs to get about 2 yards, maybe even a single yard into the end zone.
Less than a single yard.
And they're going to hold it here and run it in for the touchdown on the quarterback keeper. The Mustangs are going to go up here 21-7, pending the extra point attempt. And that is just what the doctor ordered for these Mustangs, getting a nice lead on Holly Springs, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Mustangs have come out really strong in this first half. Offensive line has done a great job. They don't get too much credit when they on these offensive possessions here, but a lot of their success is due to the offensive line and their big pushes that they get. So kudos to them for helping out the offense there and giving Brant a great hole to run through.
And the kick by Hugh is up, and it is good, and that does in fact make it 21-7. About 6 minutes, 24 seconds left here in the second quarter.
And we will go to Nick Holliday here again for a word from our sponsors. Nick?
The Mustangs would like to thank sponsor Crooked Creek Golf Club, the Mustangs home for golf. Visit them online at playcrookedcreek.com. We'd like to thank the orthopedic specialists of North Carolina. They are a thoroughbred sponsor for supporting the Middle Creek Mustangs. What do you guys think here? Do you think Castellano does onside kick or just a regular kick?
It's really up in the air right now. It just depends on what Castellano decides. I know it's kind of not really the answer you were looking for, but I mean it's just really so up in the air, and we'll see as Rubino gets up and gets in the stance.
And I think what's Castellano's going to do is the question in Holly Springs' head right now, and we'll find out soon enough. And it is an onside kick, and the Mustangs are going to recover it.
No.
Oh,
well,
man.
We'll see. There's still a fumble. Looks like it went out of bounds. So, the Hawks did recover, so they'll get it at their own 32-yard line.
Told you guys.
37-yard line, sorry.
It bounced through the Holly Springs players' legs and gave the Mustangs an opportunity to catch it, and they got a hand on it, and I thought that's when it became Mustangs' ball. I guess that's not true, as the Holly Springs Hawks did recover it. However, they're not in amazing field position. They are on the 38-yard line, but nothing that the Mustangs can't defend against. So even though they didn't recover, I'd say a good call by Castellano. And there's an injured player on the field, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block,
Oh!
and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block,
And we are back with the Sports Block ball on the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for Holly Springs. They trail 21-7 to the Mustangs. And here's the handoff.
A fumble,
fumble on the field.
Uh-oh, looks like the Mustangs got it. They recovered it.
We got it.
And almost as if that onside kick worked, as the Holly Springs fumbles on the first play of the drive. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking they might have to look at something other than the option or pitching offense they have going here. That's caused some troubles in the offense 2 or 3 times now.
Will, really good point, because their passing has been actually pretty good. Their option plays and double reverses have not.
And Gristle's got a wide open Jay Schuler. I don't know who was supposed to be covering him, but they were not doing it. And that is going to be a quick touchdown for the Mustangs. Like I said, I don't know what the defense was doing, but
They were not covering Jay Schuler, I can tell you that much, and the Mustangs are going to lead 28-7 pending the extra point.
Yeah, it looks like a miscommunication out here. You had one of the receivers out here doing a screenplay, and you had 2 players covering him, and then you had Jay Schuler all alone out there, not a defender within, I believe, 30 or 40 yards. That's one of those plays I hated as a receiver because you have nobody around you, and it's really scary because you think you're going to drop it.
Only you, Tyler, and that point extra attempt is up, and it is good. In fact, making it 28-7, 6 minutes and 11 seconds. I believe that drive took 14 seconds to go underway, if I recall the last time I updated the amount of time on the scoreboard.
I can't believe you said that, Nick, or Will. That was really mean.
We'll talk about it at commercial, Tyler.
Tension is certainly brewing in the air.
It's about to go down.
Nick's got my back.
I got Tyler's back, too. We all got each other's backs. I even got my own back.
Wow.
There's a little family feud going on here.
All right, here's what's going to happen. Mustangs are going to go for the onside kick. Streaker's going to run out of the student section, pick up the ball, and run it in for a touchdown.
I think that's a little far-fetched there, Will.
All right, so then maybe they'll just go for the onside kick.
I think they're going to go deep this time. But we'll see. We'll see. Castellano is very, very unpredictable, and that's one of those good things as you have as a coach is having the other team just contemplating what you're going to do. So we'll see what Rubino does here.
And, in fact, you are correct. That's a booming kick into the end zone. They're going to let that one go for a touchback.
I think Rubino I think he's like one of the most prominent kickers in the SWAC and maybe even in the state.
Yeah, he certainly has one of the better legs around the conference. I haven't seen any kicker on any other teams that's really wowed me the way Rubino has.
Yeah, the Mustangs kickers, including Chris Huey, I believe it was over the summer they went to a kicking camp over at NC State and worked with the kicking coaches there, and along with some of the players there, Nicholas Sadie, who is NC State's field goal kicker.
And the first play of the drive is a handoff up the middle, finds a hole, and he's got room to run. And not going to be tackled until a little bit after the 40-yard line. So what the Holly Springs Hawks needed to bounce back after the first play fumble last drive.
Yeah, I think they've definitely learned their lesson of not doing the option play anymore, just running it. And as we saw, it's definitely worked for them.
And play action pass here, throws it down the sideline, and he's got an open receiver, but just out of his reach, and that was going to be a nice play for the Hawks if that ball is better thrown.
Looks like a missed communication by the Mustangs defense there. Like you said, Will, he was just wide open, and the quarterback just missed his target.
So 2nd and 10, they're going to hand it off here. And he's going to get the first down. So Holly Springs just powering over the Mustang defense this drive. And another handoff up the middle, and that's going to be another gain of
But there's a flag.
There's a face mask there. That was a handful of face mask there.
A handful of face mask. So gain of 8, and I believe it's going to be from the spot of the penalty, correct?
I believe so, yes. So it'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down.
So that'll be a 23-yard play.
Actually, it's from the line of scrimmage. So.
Oh, okay. And Holly Springs has had one of the better student sections compared to what we have seen here at Mustang Stadium. And here's a handoff, going to cut it over to the right side. And Mustang's just not able to defend him right now. And that will be a first down.
I believe that's 2 consecutive first downs there for the Golden Hawks. So their run game is really progressing so far in this game. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that continues to progress.
Definitely in that run game, it's supported by Kelvin Wilson.
Quarterback
fake.
sneak up the middle.
It's going to be a gain of about 5 or 6.
Forrest on the keeper, tackled by Uric Sayers. Second and 2.
So that 8-yard gain will bring up second and about 3 for the Golden Hawks. They'll line up in the trips formation with the quarterback in the shotgun.
And the high snap, there's the handoff, and he's going to run it up the middle, got a hole, and not going to be tackled until around the 4-yard line. So Golden Hawks threatening here.
Hurrying on the tackle. Another Holly Springs first down.
They'll run it right up the middle and for a touchdown.
And that's going to make the game 28-13, 14 after the extra point attempt. And that's going to make it a 2-possession game once again. Mustangs still have another 4 minutes and 8 seconds to get a drive going, so we'll see if they can maintain a 3-possession lead going into halftime.
Yeah, that'll be crucial for the Mustangs to keep getting this deficit even more for the Golden Hawks to come back, because as we've seen in the past couple games, their second half offense has not shown up. So getting that early jump and that early cushion will really give the defense a little bit of cushion there to work with.
And what do you think? Do you think Holly Springs has the stones to attempt an onside kick themselves?
No.
I don't believe so. I mean, they're down by 2 touchdowns, so I don't think they want to risk giving the Mustangs great field position, because the Mustangs offense has really done a great job of moving the ball downfield. So giving them that early and great field position is not going to work out for them.
Yeah, and the motivation for them is they've definitely got the tempo with Holly Springs right now, because they just scored the touchdown, and if they get an onside kick and they don't make it, that motivation's all gone.
Yeah, that's also a great point there. Forgot about the momentum there that can really change the tide of the ball game. And looks like a weird setup for Holly Springs here, so they might try the onside kick.
And in fact, they do, trying to give the Mustangs a taste of their own medicine. Unsuccessful, though. And that's going to put the Mustangs at their own 37-yard line.
That was caught.
So not the best onside kick attempt by the Hawks. Best leave that to the Mustangs.
Yeah, but it also does get the Mustangs thinking that, hey, maybe the Hawks can pull an onside kick, so we'll see.
And here's a handoff.
Jumps to the outside and gets around the end.
Go, Elijah.
He's got running room, 40-yard line, 35-yard line, and he will be tackled at the 35-yard line on the first play of the drive.
There you go. So if we were actually having a fantasy game tonight, Nick, I believe I would be doing extremely well so far.
Pretend I never mentioned the fantasy football idea.
Come on, man. Just because you didn't get a good first-round pick. Well, I won't say that you didn't get a good first-round pick, but mine's doing a great job.
And he's got another hole, cuts up, and he's going to gain about 7 yards.
Second and 3 for Mustangs.
So 2nd and 3, play action pass, Gristle to throw. Amazing one-hand grab by number 15. That was type play.
It was incomplete.
would have been a net play had it been complete.
I like the reference. It was great.
As Nick would say, that's a buzzkill there.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It looked good from up here, from my specific point of view.
That it did. That it did.
3rd and 3, ball on the 27-yard line. And another throw over to number 11, Dangerous, almost got picked. And it's going to be a close one here. I think they not even close, as a matter of fact. So 4th down.
We'll see what the Mustangs decide to do here. Looks like they're going to bring on Michael Rubino here to attempt the field goal.
This is going to be a 39-yard field goal attempt. 45-yard field goal attempt. I'll work on that.
It's all good. One thing at a time, Will. One thing at a time.
Snap, hold is good. Kick is up and not even close. About 5 or 6 yards short. Didn't have the distance. That's not something characteristic of Rubino. However, Mustangs do have the 28-14 lead here with 2 minutes and 27 seconds in the second quarter.
Holly Springs still has that momentum now that the field goal was missed, and let's see if they can get a touchdown by the end of the quarter.
Here's a handoff going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about a yard.
That was tackled by mine and Nick's classmate, King Kiaku. Again, King's having a really good game tonight. So shout out to you, Bing.
King, you're all over the ball, man. Doing great.
Second and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Going to dump it off to the back, number 4. And he's going to be tackled before we can get anywhere and bring up 3rd down. Mustangs use their timeouts right. They might be able to get the ball here and get another chance. And, in fact, they do call a timeout. And with that timeout, we are going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just drugs them all, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just drugs them all, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Block.
And we're back with the Sports Block. We're going to throw it over to Nick Holliday for some quick SWAC updates.
So as I'm scrolling through my Twitter timeline right now, I see a lot of non-SWAC updates right now. But if we get any, I will definitely get to you guys.
And a big pass play by the Holly Springs Hawks. That's going to put them at the 45-yard line, and there's an injured Mustang on the field. Anyway, about those updates.
All right, I got one. Apex 9, carry 7 in the second quarter.
Thank you, Nick. And we're going to go over to Tyler for a quick word from our sponsors.
The Stampede Club would like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue, for supporting the Middle Creek Mustangs. Also, the Stampede Club would like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, Releve Dancewear, for supporting the Middle Creek Mustangs. Come see Releve for your dance, cheer, and gymnastic apparel needs. Located at 280 Meeting Street, Cary.
And an injured Mustang remains on the field. we're going to take a quick commercial break while we figure out what's going on here. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another and kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another and kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
And we're back with the Sports Block. The injured Mustang was Alex Sutton. He's being helped off the field. Looks to be a leg issue, but that will bring up 1st and 10 ball on the 47-yard line for the Golden Hawks. Looking to pass it here under pressure. That's going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't find the ball in the air, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
That was good push by the defensive line of the Mustangs. Got their hands up, and that's one of those things as a defensive lineman, you want to get those hands up to hopefully knock down that pass like they did there. Will here's a little crazy tonight. He must have drank some Mountain Dew because he's all jacked up on something.
All right, Tyler. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. And that is going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd down.
Running back was brought down by number 47, Anthony Mitchell. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Golden Hawks.
And here's the pass, looking to pass, scrambling, throws it towards the sideline, just out of reach of his receiver, got hands on it, couldn't bring it down. And I imagine that the Hawks will try and punt here. They do have 10 yards to go. We will see.
And it looks like they, in fact, will punt with a minute left to go in this first half. So we'll see the Mustangs punt block team come out and hopefully get that 10th punt block of the year.
And here come the floodgates, and just barely gets it off. Schuler calls for a fair catch at around the 16, 17-yard line. 22-yard line, all right.
Well, you were correct. It was the 17-yard line. So.
Oh, all right. For the first time in, I believe, Mustang history, Mr. Graffone got the yards incorrect, while I did get it correct.
Well, good job, man.
Thank you. I'll be signing autographs after the show.
Work on one thing at a time.
Baby steps.
17-yard line. They got a ways to go. And that is a deep pass. Looking for Schuler. Good coverage by the Hawks.
Brandt took a beating off that blind side hit by the, I believe it was the defensive end there for the Hawks. It was a good pass, but just out of reach of Jay Schuler.
Quick SWAC score update. In the second quarter, Fuquay 16, Panther Creek 10.
Close game brewing there, and they're going to actually hand the ball off here and going to get tripped up at the line of scrimmage for a gain of a yard or two.
That was Elijah Perry on the carry, my first-round draft pick. I'm going to continue to refer to him as my first-round draft pick, Will, until you give it up.
Elijah Perry on the carry. You get it, the rhyme?
Yeah, Elijah Perry on the carry. Get it? Will's giving us some weird looks up here, and
I'm broadcasting solo next week.
That's fine. He won't have to. He'll have to do his research on his own then.
All right. 18 seconds left here, and they're going to hand the ball off once again to Elijah Perry, and he's going nowhere.
And I believe the Mustangs will take this 2-touchdown lead into the locker room at the end of this first half.
And that's going to bring us to halftime. Stay tuned, though. We got some exciting things going on. Mustang cheerleader is going to make a performance. Following that, we're going to go down to Madison Jaggers for a sideline report. And following the sideline report, we have our mighty Middle Creek marching band.
On this night of honoring our special guests, we have another group to honor this evening.
Middle Creek varsity cheerleaders earned the following titles during the 2012-2013 campaign. They were the Tri-9 Conference champions. They were the Wake County Division and Grand champions. They were the NCCCA 4A state champions, the NCHSAA state champions, and the NCHSAA Carolina Cup winners. The team earned the highest scores of any team competing at the conference, Wake County, and NCHSAA competitions. Tonight, we honor the team with state championship rings. The members are Maddie Atkins, Allison Gallagher, Alyssa Moore, Sam Thomas, Jess Weaver, Megan Yelenik, Emily Hume, Alyssa Martinez, Maddie Stillwell, Taylor Druga, Shannon Moore, Stacy Rohan, Ashley Winstead, Sarah Javovitz, Gabby Gomez, Danielle Holland, Caitlin Juris, Coach Maldonado and Coach and Athletic Trainer Smith are also receiving rings tonight. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the team. The cheerleaders and coaches would like to thank all the Creek Crazies, Stampede Club, and the Middle Creek faculty for their support. Look forward to seeing you at this season's competitions. Your champions, Middle Creek Mustang Cheerleaders.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off. And he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
And we are back.
West Johnson Invitational, the band received the following awards in Class 2A. Drum Major, 2nd place. Color Guard, 3rd place. Percussion, 1st place. Marching, 1st place. Music, 1st place. General Effect, 2nd place. Overall Class 2A, they took 1st place. Best overall, regardless of Class 1A or 2A, which was 15 bands, your band took 1st place. Their next competition is tomorrow at Fuquay High School. Wish us luck and hope to see you there.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
And we are back with the Sports Block, the beginning of the second half. We're going to go immediately down to Madison Jaggers for a sideline report.
First half of the game, Middle Creek taking control of the game. Middle Creek offense is dominating as they were able to recover a fumble and an offside kick that gave us 28 points, leading 28-14. During halftime, Middle Creek cheerleaders were awarded the state championship ring. Number 34 was injured on a play and had to be helped off the field. This is Madison Jaggers, back to you.
Thanks, Madison. And yeah, coming out of the second half, Mustangs do lead 28-14, and they will be receiving the ball here to start things off.
So as we get into this second half of football, we'll see if the Mustangs offense can stop the trend of not scoring any points except 3 in the second half. So far this year, like their defense or their offense so far in the second half has not been very strong. So we look to see that trend to stop.
And let's see if Holly Springs has that momentum going into the second half.
And a terrible onside kick attempt by Holly Springs. I don't even know if that was an onside kick attempt, to be quite honest.
I don't believe that was an onside. That's just one of those short kicks that they like to use just to keep the ball away from our deep return man, because our return men are really, really fast and they're really quick. And so to keep the possession or the field position minimal, they like to do that little short kick to where hopefully the Mustangs will have to fair catch it.
Here's a handoff up the middle, gain of about 3 yards.
Elijah Perry on the carry.
Fantasy team.
Yep, he was my first round draft pick.
And here's the play, pass out, and that's going to be caught for a first down, a little bit short of the 50-yard line.
That was Quadir Ford, number 15 on the reception, out on the flats out here toward the Mustang sidelines.
And that is going to be a huge loss for the Mustangs. And it looks like he will be injured on the field.
That could impact my fantasy game so far tonight.
Let's think about something other than the fantasy league. We're going to take a quick timeout while they get him situated. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs him off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
And we are back again. That was Elijah Perry injured on the play. Looks like he's holding his arm, maybe his wrist. Wrist is on the arm, of course, so I'll just go ahead and say an injury to the arm. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12. And fakes the handoff. Here's Gristle with the pass. That's going to be intercepted?
Knocked down.
Knocked down.
He's at 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs.
So 3rd and 12. Ball on the 47-yard line. Gristle back to pass. And that one's going to be intercepted by Holly Springs. And that's going to be down at around the Holly Springs 35-yard line.
Well, the Mustangs aren't starting off too well in the second half, so we hope to see the Mustangs defense come out and stop the Holly Springs charge here downfield.
The momentum is definitely shifting Holly Springs' way as of right now. Let's see if we can stop that with our defense.
And here's a handoff up the middle, not going to get anywhere. Gain of about a yard or two.
11 on the carry. Cornish on the carry. Tackled by Thomas Hartshorn. 2nd and 9.
And here's another handoff up the middle, but he's going to flick it back. And he's going to break away down the sideline. Needs a block, not going to get it, but he's going to run it all the way out to the Mustangs' 28-yard line. What a play by the Hawks.
Looks like there's some laundry on the field over on the far sidelines. We'll see what the ref has to say about that.
For some of our viewers, that is a yellow flag. A penalty is on the field. Just thought I should clarify on that one.
That was an awesome statement. I'm going to have to steal that one.
So it was a block in the back against the Hawks. That'll move the ball back 10 yards from the spot of the foul there. And Nick, I do give you permission to use that little statement there.
Thank you.
So ball will be spotted on the Mustangs 37. 1st and 10.
Looks like the option again.
And the Holly Springs Hawks are just evading defenders. Mustangs aren't able to get their hands on them.
Looks like they changed their game plan, going to more of the options so far the second half. As we noticed in the first half, it wasn't really working. Quite a few fumbles. I believe there was 3 fumbles. So they've come back to that, and that's one of those things you never let a play go.
And that's going to be tackled for a gain of 3 or 4.
About a game of 6 yards there on the carry.
Oh, and a high snap.
Sack him. Yes.
And that probably wasn't by design, but that's exactly what the Mustangs needed. That is a loss of about 30, 25, 30 yards. And that's going to bring up third and 30.
That's a big help to the Mustangs defense right there. So it's up in the air now what the how the Hawks will respond to that. Maybe that momentum changes back to the Mustangs. Who knows? We'll see if the Mustangs defense can hold them, and hopefully they can and get good field position.
And that's something I noticed from the centers. They have been snapping it high quite a few times this game, not quite that high. Looking to pass here on 3rd and 30, and that's going to go nowhere. And I'll give you guys $10 each if they go for it here on 4th and 30.
Okay.
I'll take you up on that. We don't have anything to hold on.
But if they
there.
don't, you guys owe me $10.
That's.
I'm just gonna commentate now. No bets.
Actually, I'll take that bet.
Okay.
Are they?
They're going for it, Will. Hand up, hand up, hand up, Will. Come on now. Come on.
All right, after the sports block. What are they doing? Oh, it's a punt. You guys owe me $10.
No.
And that's going to be spotted around the 16-yard line. I can't say I didn't see it coming, but I saw it coming.
Well, the original play was supposed to be go for it, but so I guess we can cancel the bets on that because we were both wrong.
Okay. Ball on the 15. Mustangs take over. Going to hand it off, and not going to get very far.
Josh Drake on the carry.
That was handed off to Josh Drake.
Tackled by Myers. Second down.
So after that, no gain. That'll bring up Mustangs 2nd and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
And here's the handoff. Stuffed again immediately.
Josh Drake on the carry.
Third and 13, ball on the 13. Gristle looking to pass, goes deep to Schuler. Looked like there was some contact there between the defender and Schuler. Nothing called, and Mustangs will be forced to punt.
I'm not sure. I don't understand. This Mustangs offense is like a completely different ball team out here in the second half, offense and defense. I really don't know what's going on here. I just have no idea what the Mustangs can do to fix this, but hopefully the coaching staff has a better idea than I do.
And there is a flag on the play, and that will be against Holly Springs, I believe. Yeah, and in fact it is. Too many people on the field. Mustangs will still be forced to punt.
Look at how they're lined up for the punt. Oh, never mind. Thought I saw something.
That one's going to land at the 50, bounce to about the 40 before being picked up by the Mustangs.
39-yard line.
So the Hawks will take over on their own 40-yard line, 39-yard line to be precise. And they're going to run the option here. Quarterback's going to hold on to it, gain of about 5 before being tackled, 5 or 6.
And we'll go to Nick Holliday here with a word from our sponsors. Nick?
The Performance Academy, located in Apex, is home of the former Middle Creek athletic trainer Bill Burniston. If you're interested in improving your speed, agility, quickness, flexibility, or strength, let the Performance Academy help you reach your potential. The Performance Academy, work hard, be great.
And another option play. Have not been very successful in defending against that, and when that's executed correctly, it's going to be hard to defend against no matter what team you are. And that will bring up the first down for Holly Springs.
Bad snap.
And you have to imagine that center's feeling pretty bad right about now.
Well, I know the Mustangs defense is feeling pretty fortunate out there to get those bad breaks, because those breaks are what is killing the Hawks' drives here, as that will bring up a second down and extremely long way.
I think it's going to be 2nd and 30 once again. In fact, it is 3rd and I don't even know the down scoreboard's all messed up, but it reads 3rd and 30, ball in the the Holly Springs 30-yard line. And quarterback's going to be sacked for another loss. And that's going to back them all the way up to behind the 20-yard line.
Wow, I've never seen a loss of this big. I've never seen it. It's 3rd and it's about 40 yards or so to the first down, which is all the way back at the Mustangs' 39-yard line.
And what? They're going for it. And he's going to run with it. Oh, it's 3rd and 40. My apologies. And he is going to get a good amount of yardage here, give his punter a bit of a chance. The scoreboard's messing me all up.
I believe it'll be 3rd and 18 here, so that's
it's 4th down this time.
4th down and 18. Sorry.
Mustang's going to open the floodgates once again on this punter. And very close once again. Schuler going to call for a fair catch at around the 22-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will take over.
The Stampede Club would like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, Hibachi Express, for supporting the Middle Creek Mustangs. Daily $5 lunch specials for students, and for all catering orders, 10% is returned to the Stampede Club or the team of your choice.
And Mustangs getting ready to start their drive on the 21-yard line. Quick throw over to number 17, and he's got some real estate down to the 50-yard line where he will be tackled. And that's just what the Mustangs offense needed to jumpstart them here in their second drive in the second half.
That was number 17, Rasheem Eaton, on the catch.
And a handoff up the middle. Going to be tackled for a gain of a yard, if any.
Second and 9.
Second and 9. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw down the sideline, got a wide open number 2, and he's going to catch it and stroll into the end zone for another Middle Creek touchdown.
Troy Diebolt, number 2 there on the touchdown reception. Wide open, another miscommunication by the Hawks defense.
And that's going to make the score 35-14, 3 possessions in the favor of the Mustangs. And you have to imagine next practice for the Hawks is going to consist of snapping the ball and making sure everybody on the offense, or while you're on defense, is covered.
Yeah, that's been a real game killer for them tonight.
And the kick is up, and it is good.
Middle Creek 35, Holly Springs 14. And people would like to thank some of their pony sponsors, Fairview Baptist Church, Best Med.
We'll go to Nick Holliday here with a few words from our sponsors. Nick.
The Mustangs would like to thank our sponsors, Rodino Pizza and Grinders of Holly Springs, located in the Sunset Lake Commons Shopping Center. Visit them online at rodinosofhollysprings.com. We'd also like to thank our thoroughbred sponsor, Barefoot and Associates Landscape Service, for supporting the Middle Creek Mustangs.
And it looks like Mustangs are setting up in, I think they're going to try for the onside kick here once again. Seems to be the formation they've been running with. We'll see if I'm correct or not. A onside kick recovery would bury the hatchet, I believe, against the Hawks.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of game still here to go, so we could see a huge change in the tide of events.
And I am incorrect. That is going to be a kickoff. And that's going to take a horrible bounce for the Mustangs and roll out of bounds. So the Hawks will take over at their own 35-yard line. About 3 minutes left here in this third quarter.
We have a quick SWAC score update. Panther Creek takes the lead over Fuquay 24-16 in the third quarter.
Another option.
And as you may be able to hear, Mustang fans calling for a hold. Nothing is called.
The Mustangs did a better job that play of just kind of forcing the runner to go back inside on that option, because in the past they have been getting outside, and once they get outside, they're gone.
And he's going to try and turn it on the outside, going to get enough for a first down and then some. Tackle that around the 53-yard line. I'm sorry, they're going to spot it at the 46-yard line. 46-yard line. Oh, my God.
It's okay, Will. You had a long week at school, and
I'm going to...
Although I can't let the ball being spotted at the 53-yard line, I can't let that slide for you.
I was listening to the other members of the people in the press box. They called out 53.
Fumble, fumble.
And that is recovered by the Mustangs.
That is our classmate, King Kiyaku.
King! Look at him. Oh, love to see classmates do great. Great in school and great on the field.
You got to have those grades before you can get out there and be great on the field. So
that's right.
That's what we always tell King, got to be great in the classroom.
Back to the bigger picture. A touchdown here by the Mustangs would make it a tremendous deficit for the Hawks to come back from. Gristle back to pass, lobs it to the sideline. That's Deontay McDonald. That's going to be dropped, however. Second and 10. Here's the handoff, going to be tackled a few yards past the line of scrimmage.
That was a good job by the running back there, turning nothing into something there. He was slated to be stopped deep behind the line of scrimmage, but just that extra few churning steps there got us a couple yards there.
3rd and 9, back to pass, under pressure. He's a step up, and he's going to be sacked at around the 50-yard line. Loss of about 5.
And that'll bring out the Mustangs punt team here.
Let's see if we can get that 10th blocked punt.
Wrong side of the ball,
Nick, I hate to bring it out to you, but we're punting the ball.
Oh, that's right
now.
Oh, jeez. That's my bad, guys. I was seeing if you guys were awake or not. Oh, my God.
Well, we're awake. Are you awake now?
Are you awake, Nick?
I was testing you guys. You guys passed the test. All right. That's a good punt. Let's go, Rubino.
I'd like to see a fake punt. Just, spice things up. Nope, he's going to go for the kick. A booming kick. That's going to go out around the 25-yard line, maybe.
We'll see where they spot the ball.
24-yard line. It is 9:25. That means it is now 25 minutes past my bedtime. I'm getting sleepy. I don't know about you guys.
Well, at least tomorrow morning I don't have to be up at 6:30 for the SAT. Me and Nick either, so it's going to be a long night.
Looking at the bright side of things.
Absolutely. Always got to look at the bright side.
And here's the snap. Going to be an inside handoff up the middle.
There's some laundry on the field, though. Flag.
Love it.
If this were Survivor, I would have voted both of you off the island like hours ago.
Why? That's mean.
I really don't care. As long as I had the immunity idol, I'm fine. So that's what I would look forward to.
You don't have the immunity idol. 2nd and 3. Ball in 32.
First and 15.
1st and 15. I'm going off the scoreboard.
He's too worried about getting the immunity idol before I can get there.
All right, calm down, Tyler.
I'm the host. You can't kick me off.
Here's the play. Looking to pass. Gonna
Little
just
swing
dump it
pass
off.
out, and he's knocked down at around the 10-yard line by Thomas Hartshorn there.
And that's going to bring up 2nd and forever for the Hawks. 2nd and 25, the official yardage needed. 10 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter.
Looks like the Hawks will let the clock wind down, and that'll bring us into the 4th quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And with that breakage in play, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Block.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another 2.
And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
And we are back with the sports block. Turns out we actually can't kick either of these two off the island, so they will be here for the rest of the fourth quarter. 2nd and 25 for the Hawks. They are on their own 11-yard line. Handoff up the middle, going nowhere, stuffed by the defense.
The cheerleaders are throwing little goodie bags, but they don't have the arms to reach us up here in the press box, which is very disappointing. Very disappointing. I look forward to that every game. But that's one of the problems with sports block. They don't have the arms to get us up here. So
definitely not. We're gonna have to talk to Miss.
It's a buzzkill.
It's a buzzkill.
It's a buzzkill, as Nick says. That's Nick's line. Buzzkill.
3rd and 15. 16. Ball in the 17. Looking to throw here. Rolls out. Receiver's going to catch it for the first down out at around the 40-yard line.
Kelvin Wilson on the catch.
Just a quick score update from not in the SWAC. We have Garner beat Harnett Central 62-6. So I guess you could say Garner was looking fairly good tonight.
Definitely.
So we look to continue playing well, and hopefully we can play Garner again in the state championships and have a rematch there.
And a quick shout out to my man Tim Decker for watching the sports block tonight. Appreciate the viewership and appreciate the compliments. Keep watching. We really do appreciate it. That goes to all of our viewers out there. You guys make this happen.
Nice run up the middle, but he had his feet knocked out from under him. Very nice hit there by number 5 for the Mustangs.
First and 10, ball on the 50. And they're going to hand it off to number 9. He's going to swing around the outside, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of a yard.
That's the defense that the Mustangs needs to bring to that outside run right there. Keep sliding them down the line and allowing your own defense to gather on that side and then forcing them back in and right into the defenders. That's a great job by the Mustangs. So after that run, that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the for the Hawks from their own 50-yard line.
And looking to roll out and pass here, throws it low.
Ooh, it was incomplete.
Incomplete pass as Nick decides to point out.
He thought he could be sneaky and run away with it.
There's no being sneaky around the sports block. We
No.
have very keen eyes, and I'm glad the refs saw that too, because that would have been very disappointing.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Ball has remained at the 50. Mustangs lead by 3 touchdowns. He's going to roll out and pass tipped and almost caught off the deflection, but that's going to be knocked out of the hands by Thomas Harshorn. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10.
That was great coverage by the Mustangs D. They had King Kiaku coming around the backside, going for the sack, and you had Thomas Hartshorn out there on the flats, being able to deflect it, and Terrence White coming in behind him and securing the incomplete pass.
And still 9 minutes, 41 seconds left in this fourth quarter, but sooner or later, Holly Springs is going to have to start going for these 4th downs.
Well, let's see if the Mustangs can get that elusive 10th block punt of the year.
And in fact, they don't.
Oh.
Fair catch called. It's going to be caught at around the 20-yard line.
At that situation, they can get a block punt. Not when we're trying to kick the punt. You know, remember, guys?
Yeah, we just continue to watch the game and be careful of whose side you're on.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes I question it. You're rooting here for
No.
Holly Springs sometimes, and then the other times you're rooting for us. So we're going to have a talk after this.
Guys, come on now. Brothers.
And that's going to be encroachment by the defense.
Not quite sure. It might be, but Rasheed Farrell went flying, so I'm hoping it would be encroachment. And indeed it is.
First and 5 for the Mustangs.
And here's a pass out to Dybel on the outside. Makes a move, going to be brought down at around the 35.
Troy Dybel on the catch. That's enough for a Middle Creek. First down.
Here's a handoff up the middle. Flag down. Going to be a gain of 5. We'll see what the penalty is about.
Face mask on the defense.
5-yard face mask against the Hawks, but that will still result in a first down.
Penalty results in a Middle Creek. First down.
Ms. Trevino, if you can hear this, watch out. He's taking pictures of you. All right, back to the game. First and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. Fakes the handoff, throws to the outside, immediately tackled after catching the ball.
That pass was actually incomplete, so that will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs from the 45-yard line.
Good effort, man.
Second down.
It's okay, Nick.
It's Will.
Hey, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. There's always next game.
There's still 8 minutes left. We could say something cool.
And they're actually going to hand it off here.
Josh Drake on the carry.
Carried for no gain. It's getting a bit chilly up in here.
It is, but I'm feeling kind of warm right now, though.
All right.
Like I said, I wear shorts in the snow, shorts and T-shirt in the snow, so.
It doesn't even snow here.
I know, but he said it was getting cold, so I felt the need to explain that. Oh, yes, that is encroachment on the defense.
See, you can't do that.
I'm sure the Creek Crazies will let them know what they can and cannot do.
Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
This is a skilled job here, buddy. It's a government job.
That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Looking to pass here. Has a receiver caught. Going to be tackled short of the first.
Bring up about 4th and 1.
And looks like the offense is going to stay on the field here. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the 4th quarter, and I think they are switching to the punting unit.
Looks like they're catching the Hawks off guard here. They're not ready for.
Kick is up, fielded at around the 20.
But there's a flag. Flag thrown on the play. Looks like it might be kick return interference.
Yep, the ref threw some laundry on the ground.
There you go. Use the terminology. Great terminology there.
Pushing the back on the receiving team.
Actually, it was blocking the back against the Hawks, so that'll back them up 10 more yards.
They might want to pick up the flag that's on the field. There we go.
He's got it. He's got it.
Here's the option. Swings it to the outside, got some room to run. And he's going to pull that one up to around the 30-yard line. 35-yard line.
That option has been a big play for the Hawks this half. They kind of swayed away from it in the first half due to their multiple fumbles there, but in the second half they've really started to execute and really started to get that pitch perfect to where they can gain those yards.
Pitch perfect. It's a movie.
Here's the handoff up the middle. Got some room to run. Going to be tackled by defenders. Gain of about 11.
Hate to burst your bubble there, Nick, but Pitch Perfect is a movie about singing, if I'm not mistaken. But it's along the same premises, so it's all good.
I know, but you said like that pitch was perfect.
Okay, I see where you got that from.
All right, boys. And they're going to run the option again here. The quarterback's going to keep it, makes a few cuts up the middle, needs to get around a few defenders, not able to. Going to be eventually brought down at around the 38-yard line.
First down, Holly Springs.
And here's the handoff. Play's going to be whistled dead, however.
False start against the Hawks. So we'll go to Nick again for another word from our sponsors.
The Stampede Club would like to thank the South Wake Oral Surgery and Dental Implants Group for sponsoring our Middle Creek Mustang athletes. For more information, check out their website at www.southwakeoralsurgery.com or stop by one of the offices located in Fuquay or Cary.
And that tackle was for a loss. And another flag, that one coming in a little bit late. See what it is.
We've got another score update from the SWAC. We have Apex just pulled ahead of Cary 15-14 with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in the game.
Red ball personal foul on Holly Springs. Red ball personal foul on Mustang. Now it's set.
So 2nd and 15. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Timeout, Holly Springs.
And that is going to be a timeout by Holly Springs. And with that timeout, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two. And kick is up. That's an absolute drill into the back of the end zone.
You're watching the Sports Blog.
He one block, and he just shrugs them off, and he makes another two.
And we're back with the Sports Block. 2nd and 15 for the Hawks. High snap again. Really needs to work on that. Run up the middle for a negligible gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackled by Weinberg. 3rd down.
Time just taken away for these Hawks. And with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, I don't know if this game's even within reach anymore. QB under pressure, scrambling, but he's going to be tackled once again for a loss. That's going to bring up 4th and 16, and whether they like it or not, they're going to have to go for it.
Yeah, it's getting about that time where they're running into the black zone where their time's a big issue, so they're not going to be able to. They're going to have to work on that, work on the time management, and hopefully put some plays together.
Time management is crucial at this point in the game. So I think everyone is right.
And here's the snap on 4th down. Under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. And with that turnover on downs, I believe that's going to pretty much seal the deal for the Mustangs. They lead by 21 with 3 minutes and 26 seconds left.
So Greasel in the shotgun, hands it off. Just run right up the middle, and he'll gain about 3 or 4 yards there on the carry. So the Mustangs look like they're just in the mop-up role right now, just running time off the clock.
All right. One more number for the State Fair tickets, 419-214. 419-214. Tickets to the NC State Fair at the press box.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. The clock continues to run down now around 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Again, handed off up the middle. Another gain of about 3 or 4. So that'll bring up 3rd down and about 3.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. That's close.
It's a long 2, short 3.
Ball on the 49-yard line. Counting down to about 2 minutes left here in the 4th.
5 seconds on the play clock.
2.
And they do get an off in time, handoff up the middle.
That's Frankie Robinson on the carry up the middle. He's another one of our players, and, well, there goes another flag on the play. I imagine it was late, so it might be a personal foul call. Who knows? We'll see.
Mustangs did get the 1st down on that running attempt.
And it was indeed a personal foul against the Holly Springs Hawks.
That's another middle breach.
So the Mustangs will continue to march down the field with 1 minute and 53 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
First and 10, ball on the 31-yard line. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. Handoff up the middle, going nowhere. That's stuffed.
So the clock will continue to run now as we get to about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and looks like this will be it for the Mustangs.
Second and 12. Five seconds on the play clock. Snap it, handoff, going nowhere. It's going to bring up third down, however, under 1 minute left here to play in this game. So why don't we take a quick look at how this game went and why it went that way. First of all, obviously a strong showing by the Mustangs in the first half. They went up into the locker room up by 2 touchdowns. That was in large part due to Gristle's passing performance. Definitely a step up from the previous weeks. We had a strong running game and, of course, the successful onside kick to begin the game. Second half comes around. Mustangs look like they're going to start off slow, but instead they score a touchdown and the defense pretty much locks away Holly Springs, and that one's going to result in a Middle Creek W.
Yeah, that was a great game by the Mustangs. We were we were wondering how Brant would come back after his injury to his ankle, and he showed us tonight that he was stronger than last week, and he really showed it in his play out in the field. With the defense and stuff, the defense played incredible as they always do, and in the second half they really stepped up their game instead of the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Great team effort.
And we're going to go down to Madison Jaggers real quick for a sideline report.
Injury update, Elijah Perry with a broken wrist and Alex Sutton with a torn ACL. However, Middle Creek was able to pull out the win against Holly Springs with a score of 35-14. This is Madison Jaggers, back to you.
Thanks, Madison. And a tremendous win by the Mustangs. That puts them at, I believe, 4-0 in conference, 5-3 overall, correct?
6-2 overall. And the Mustangs really look to continue that win streak, which is now up to 4 games. So we hope to continue that.
And I believe the Mustangs do play at home next week as well. It is our homecoming week. Who do we play again?
We play
Athens Drive. We will be covering that. We will be here same time next week, so be sure to tune in for that. For Nick Holliday and Tyler Scholler, I'm Will Giddis for the Sports Block signing off. You all have a good night.